I can't tell you how huge this win is. Coming off the OKC victory, waltz in the Chase Center with your backs against the wall with that crowd, the cachet that the Warriors have, the excitement they ride off of with Stephen Curry. Speaking of Stephen Curry, something you never seen before. Since this guy has been in the league, can anybody tell me, have they ever seen Stephen Curry get shut down the way he was shut down tonight? By a man, Thompson, Mr. Lockdown. Never seen it. What we always talk about, wrinkling jerseys, right? Make them feel you. This was fine art. This was fine art. A man Thompson, I can't say enough. This guy, of course, is a team effort. Of course, it has to be a team effort if you're going to shut down a caliber player like Stephen Curry the whole entire game. But the bulk of it, the mass majority of it, came from a man Thompson. You could plug anybody else in that spot, even with team defense, and you wouldn't have got those results. It was a man Thompson that made that happen. With his length, with his aggressiveness, without even fouling. The positioning defense that this guy plays, moving his feet, active hands, leaning on him, letting him know it's going to be all night long. I didn't think it could get better than OKC. This was a masterpiece. Everybody involved. But I'm going to get back on this Curry thing real quick because I didn't think a man Thompson was going to be locked in like that. Said a man was not smiling. You barely could talk to him. He was locked in on this matchup. And when I heard that, that's something I haven't heard in decades. Of course, we got to go back to the 90s. This guy has an old school mindset. You tell me a handful of players in this league that you know of that take the defensive side that serious. Even the lockdown guys we have in this league don't have that approach. A man Thompson took this personal. That's the type of defense I can recognize. That's the type of defense that I'm used to. These Houston Rockets came in to destroy. They came in to destroy. Highly confident. And they believe they can come in here and take down these Warriors. Some people don't realize how big this win was for this young team. This was an intense playoff atmosphere game. But the Rockets just proved to you that they're up for the challenge. They're strong, man. Call it 15 deep, call it what you want, but this team is coming at you. And they don't quit. They don't quit at all. They got all the ingredients to take this thing far as they want to go. They have the defense, offensive rebounding. They have the length to guard anybody. They have the scores. Yes, they go into their droughts at times, but they have guys who can put the ball in the basket. When you go to the reserves, there's no let off. Everybody's coming in with a role, and now this team has settled into everybody knows their role. This team here is going to be holding up a trophy very soon. And I'm not trying to say this year, but very soon. And it just could be this year. We don't know. How much of this can they bottle up and hold and take into the playoffs? Jalen Green tonight. I wouldn't say he was passive, but he was waiting for his opportunities. He didn't rush anything. He didn't rush a thing. He stayed poised. And then when the game got tight, and when they needed him to step up, we needed points, what did he do? He knocked down big shots, huge shots for Jalen Green. We might have to look at this because this might be one of the best Jalen Green games we've seen down the stretch, making the timely buckets that was needed because the Rockets needed every last one of those jump shots he made and a few in the lane. They got it. Ime Udoka, coaching staff, outstanding job. Y'all was on the job throughout this game. Keeping the team informed, calling the right timeouts, running the right plays, keeping everybody engaged. You took the fight to the Warriors and they don't really know what hit them. They try to bully him. Draymond Green with his usual tactics didn't work. Didn't work. Team didn't get rattled. They stayed focused with the job at hand, took care of the game. See, in the past, you could have easily rattled them. You know, they would have kept their eyes on the circus. Lost the handle of the game, and next thing you know, they're getting blown out. No, this is a mentally focused team right now. And this game here was very impressive. The league, everybody is on notice right now. You take down OKC, and then you take out the Golden State Warriors in their building. I really can't just point out one player for this Rockets team. Just like the other night, everybody gets a star. Every single last one of these Rockets. Even if you just played a few minutes, you get a star. Everybody had a role to play. Everybody completed their job. It's been a long time since we've seen a Houston Rocket team with some championship aspirations. Long time. This team is built. They're built for the run. They're built to go deep, to beat any team in the league. They just have to stay focused. We can harp on that all day long. But if their drive and their focus stays like this, man, who can beat this team? This team is all fight, even if you have them down. You could be up 20, 25 points. This team is still playing like the game is still tight. They're going to fight themselves back in the game. Beautiful, fine art. Fine art. Amen Thompson, 14 points tonight. 2 blocks, 3 steals, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. Oh, man. He had one job, one task. Whatever came along with that, shutting that man down, he didn't have to do anything else but shadow him the whole game. And he did just that. I think if Stephen Curry's shoes came unlaced, I believe Amen Thompson would have tied him for him. He wasn't letting him out of his sight wherever he went. Amen Thompson was right there, even off screens. He was fighting through, mano a mano. Man couldn't sleep. Man couldn't smile. Man didn't want to talk to nobody. What that sound like? Sounds like a 90s defensive player, don't it? Sky's the limit for that young kid, man. Like I say, once he develops that consistent jump shot, man, the NBA needs to watch out. This first team defense guy right here, hands down. I don't see anybody in the league that plays intense defense like Amen Thompson. I don't see it. The man can stop on a dime. He rides you right in your hip pocket. He's got the length to double back on you even if he gets beat. It's just no quit in him. No quit at all. I haven't never seen Stephen Curry look like this. I don't believe there's a team in the league that ever had Steph Curry like this but the Rockets. We can go back and look at some research. But if I'm right, Houston Rockets are the only team that had Stephen Curry looking this way. Didn't think it could be done. I don't think no one thought it could be done. Totally eliminate him from a ball game. Unbelievable. Dylan Brooks. Uh that $80 million, man, I think they could have ramped that up a little bit. You worth that and more this season coming in. Unbelievable ball play by Dylan Brooks all season long. And he's going to be crucial in the playoffs. The jump shooting this guy has been doing all year long, man, off the dribble, off the bounce, consistently knocking down timely threes, man. It's unmatched. Where would the Rockets be without a Dylan Brooks, man? 24 points tonight. 24 points. 10 for 13 from the field. 3 for 4 on his three-pointers. Magnificent. Alper Sengun, 19 points. A huge, big rebounding game with 14. 7 for 17 from the field. Just enough. Not backing down. At all. Sticking right there with all those antics Draymond Green was dishing out. He was right there with the fight. And I love this test for the Houston Rockets. This was a big test for the Rockets before the playoffs. They needed to feel a little taste of what it's really going to be like. Warriors offered that in this game. No, they didn't expect to lose it. But you know these Warriors think they could just push them and bully them and end up getting a victory, or just wait until Stephen Curry gets hot like he always does down in crunch time. You know, rope him a few threes down at the end of the game, and then it's over. 6-minute mark, 4-minute mark left in the game. Curry hit 2 or 3 big ones, and game's over. Jabari Smith, man, just settled into his role. Used to be a starter, now he's coming off the bench. And he's engaged. Almost looking better coming off the bench. Total team guy. He's not pouting. He's coming in trying to make a difference. High rebounding game, last game. Come in here, hitting timely threes once again, grabbing rebounds. Off the bench. Making the right plays. Total team guy.